Hello everyone and welcome back to another coin roll hunting video. In today's video we're going to be searching through this $100 box of nickels, so let's get into it. Alright, so we'll start out with our typical 5 rolls edge hunt that we do, and that will give me a chance to tell you a little bit about what we look for in these hunts. So to start out, the main things that we look for are, I would say, probably war nickels and old coins like buffalo nickels and things like that. But our war nickels are 1942 to 1945. They were made out of 35% silver, and so we look for those. And then our old coins, so like our buffalo nickels, or before that the V nickel, or before that the shield nickel, which I have never found a shield nickel. That would be really, really cool. We'll also be setting aside everything that is older than 1962 to look for errors. There are several errors, and I have a coin roll hunting checklist if you'd like to check that out to see the errors that I look for. It'll be in the description of this video. It's completely free and you can use that. And then we also look for our 2020W West Point minted nickel, which we're probably not going to find that because it is very, very low mintage. We also look for proof coins. We also look for foreign coins, so we often find like Canadian nickels and things like that. And our Henning nickel as well, which is a type of counterfeit. I can't get this roll open. There we go. It's a type of counterfeit nickel that I have a video on. And basically, we have a couple of years that we look for those, and they're all within the range of pre-1962. So we'll check our older than 1962 nickels to see if they're Henning nickels. And lastly, we also look for the 2024 nickel, because that nickel is very, very low mintage compared to other years and has been selling on eBay for a decent amount. But anyways, that's the main stuff that we hunt. I do have a book for nickels, but it's full, and so if I see a nickel that's really, really nice, then I'll compare it with my book. But most of my nickels in there are pretty nice, so I'm not expecting to find anything. But anyways, I will start looking through these, and then I'll bring you back if I find anything. Hello everyone, we're on roll number 11, and I thought I would share these. So we did get understuffed on 2 rolls. We got a penny in roll 9 and in roll 11, but I did just find this random nickel just loose in the box, not in a roll at all, which was weird, and I was pulling out more rolls. So I guess we're not down as much, which is kind of interesting, but I thought I would share. Alright everyone, we're on roll number 12, and we have something pretty cool here. I'm not sure what it is yet, but something that's not supposed to be there that's kind of a goldish color. I'm assuming some sort of foreign coin, so we'll pull it out here and see what we have. We have, I'm not sure what this is. It says 1992 Philippines, I think. Bank of Philippines. And it is a 25 centimo coin. Oh, 2014. It's got 2 dates. So I'm assuming that the 2014 is the actual date, and that this 1993, it's not 1992, 1993, is some sort of commemorative date for the coin. But yeah, there you go. We got a foreign on the hunt. Pretty cool. Alright everyone, we're on roll 20, and we have our first 2024 Denver nickel on the hunt. So I'll put up an eBay comp of how much that is worth, but that's something I'll definitely be setting aside since they're pretty low mintage. Alright guys, this is roll 23, and I thought I'd show you we found another 2024 Denver, so we'll be setting that aside as well. Alright everyone, we're on roll 25, and we have some silver, which is kind of crazy. I didn't see it from the edge, because the edge is actually fairly normal looking. It's slightly darker, but there you have it. We have a 1944 Denver silver war nickel. So this is 35% silver. I'll put up a CoinApps comp of the melt value of this, but we love finding silver, so I will take it. Alright everyone, we're on roll 47, and we have here another foreign find. This is our first Canadian of the hunt, I believe, at least, so let's turn it around and see what we've got. It's a Canadian nickel, 1999. So there we go. Got a Canadian on the hunt. Alright guys, so I just got the last roll out, roll 50, and on the end here we have this really shiny coin, which I think might be a 2024. So I'm just gonna pull this out here. Let's just these. Oh wait, we have a silver actually. This isn't even the one I was going for. Let me pull out the one I was going for first. So this is the one I was going for. This is 2024D, so that's good. That's what we want. So I'll set that aside. But then we have this as well, which is very good as well. This is a Philly. We know that from the reverse here. But let's flip it over and see what the year is. 1944 Philly. So there we go. We got another silver war nickel as well. So in the last roll, it gave us a little something. Alright everyone, I just finished searching through all the rolls, and this is what I've found so far. I thought I would show you. So we did get shorted on 3 rolls, 3 zinc cents. So we're down a little bit there, but that's okay. That's pretty normal. Only 3 rolls being shorted is good. I'm fine with that. And then we got this 25 centimo coin from the Philippines, I believe, and then this 1999 5 Canadian cent, so Canadian nickel. We also found a bunch of, well, not a bunch, but a couple 2024 Denver nickels, which I just looked up in eBay comp, and as of today at least, they're selling, some have sold for $5 on eBay, so that is a pretty high amount for just a nickel. And then we have our 2 1944 Philly and Denver silver war nickels. So we have those, and then I'm going to search through the nickels that I've set aside for errors, and I'll bring you back in if I find anything. Alright everyone, so I just finished searching through those nickels that I set aside to look for errors, and I didn't end up finding anything, so I thought I would just bring you in for a quick wrap up. This is what we ended up with, and I'll put up a little number somewhere on the screen that says how much this is all worth in rough estimates, you know, melt value for the silver and eBay comps for the 2024 nickels and things like that. If you did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I try to make content like this, doing coin hunts, as well as talking about some of the history of some of the coins in my collection. If you have any comments on this video, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I try to answer all the comments that I can, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.